Of course, we'll move to Abuja, where our correspondent is standing by. Of course, pro-government protesters have gathered at the Unity Fountain in Abuja, venue of the June 12th protest. Femi Akande, thank you very much for joining us at this point. Give us an update on the protest that is happening there. The pro-government protesters gathered there.
Yes, Theophilus, well, we have the pro-government protesters and the June 12 protesters. We hear now that the protests are happening at different locations simultaneously. What we have here, the pro-government protesters, you can see them in their white-green shirts with I Stand with Buhari inscribed boldly on their shirts to show support and solidarity for the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. But the June 12 protesters who are protesting against what they call government injustice, impunity, and high-handedness in government and all other issues, the rising insecurity, unemployment. That protest is taking place around the Gudu area of Abuja. We're hearing that the police is having their hands full around there in trying to contain the protest, but these ones here are yet to begin any form of protest. What they are just doing now is just gathering. They are arriving in droves. We are seeing them having discussions, strategizing on how the protest will pan out to be. We do not know if the June 12 protesters will come to this place, but security is already on high alert because there are fears that when the June 12 protesters come here, they might clash with the pro-government protesters. But security is already around here. Police officers, anti-riot police officers, fully kitted. The K9 department of the police force has also been deployed here at the Unity Fountain in Abuja to maintain the peace and ensure that this protest goes on peacefully without any destruction of life or any threat to lives and property around this area. Not just around the protest area, all over Abuja, security is already on high alert. Even going through passing through the military barracks, we have seen that a lot of them have set up sandbags in front of the barracks with soldiers stationed there, and other strategic locations within the Federal Capital Territory. We have seen police vans, security stationed around there, everyone on high alert, eagle-eyed, monitoring the situation to ensure that it doesn't pose any threat to lives and property in the Federal Capital City. Theophilus.
All right, so hearing about the protest happening in Gudu area, and you are at the pro-government rally as well, what does this say? What are the people, or what is the mood in and around Abuja? How are people taking these rallies and protests that are emanating in Abuja? Okay, I think there's something there's some updates coming up from you, Femi. What's happening at this point?
June 12 protester with his placard. I would like my cameraman to just zoom towards the guy with the placard, just marching through, passing in the midst of the pro-government protesters, and it really got them agitated, and everyone is shouting at him. There's a mob beginning to gather around him. We do not know what will happen, but right now everything is still calm. But you know, he is just carrying the June 12, what he has, my president behave. That is what he has boldly written on it. My president behave. Okay, now he's beginning. They have taken the placard from him, and somebody is trying to just take him to safety so that he's not mobbed by the crowd.
What about security operatives there?
Well, you know, when these pro-government protesters gathered here, you know, they were warned, they were briefed to ensure that they maintain peace and ensure that tempers are not allowed to flare here. But you know, what is happening now is a total contradiction of what they were told when they gathered here. A June 12 protester or somebody who feels it is right, is lawful right to protest peacefully, carry the placard, and the pro-government protesters have taken offense, and they are right now speaking out against that June 12 protester who dared to come into their midst alone with a placard with a placard calling government's attention to the rising insecurity, unemployment, killings and other violent crimes that appears to be widespread in most parts of the country. We do not know how this situation will be handled now. The police has not come in to try to restore calm. We are just seeing individual citizens trying to ensure that nobody is hurt, and it appears as if the guy has been attacked. It appears as if the guy has been attacked, but we are yet to see the policemen. They are just a stone throw away. They are yet to come in to try to. The guy has run towards the police to see if he can get cover. The police people have given him cover right now against the government protesters who have attacked him for also exercising his fundamental human right to protest. He has been given protection. He has been given cover now by police officers deployed here at the Unity Fountain to maintain law and order, and also ensure that this protest does not pose a threat to lives and property. Theophilus, that's the situation around here.
But Femi, in looking at what we have just seen now, are the pro-government protesters saying that no anti-government protesters should come there? Because looking at the pictures we have seen, there seems to be an attack on the person that came earlier to protest against the administration.
Yes, you know, I said earlier that there are fears that if the pro-government protesters come here, they might clash. I mean, if the June 12 protesters come here, they might clash with the pro-government protesters. We just saw a manifestation of that. Just one person carrying a placard, and it got the pro-government protesters are really agitated. We cannot begin to imagine what will happen when the group of June 12 protesters who we hear already around the Godu area of Abuja, if they march to this place, what will happen when they get here? Because it appears as if the pro-government protesters are really agitated and are not ready to tolerate any opposing view to their own cause. Theophilus.
So at this point now, what are security agencies doing? Do we see anyone coming around to calm the tide or something from your vantage point?
Well, all they are doing is just to observe the situation and ensure that it does not degenerate into a breakdown of law and order. We have seen them step forward to give cover to that June 12 protester who dared to come into the gathering of pro-government protesters. The police has given him cover. They were able to ward off the mob advancing towards him. Well, right now the mob has retreated and they are regathering again, about to begin their own kind of protest in support and in solidarity for President Muhammad Buhari.
All right, thank you very much, Femi Akande. We will get more updates from you during the course of our bulletins. We'll stay with you on that. Thank you very much for talking to us.